Hi, Kate here with another video. Hope everyone is doing well. If you're enjoying my content, please like and subscribe. Helps me build the channel. Okay, this video is on adventures in dentistry. Kind of a fundraising thing for my own dental needs. Before I get into that, I'd like to give a little taste of what I'm planning next for for this channel. My next video, maybe in a day or so, will be on Taiwan. If you've been following the news, Nancy Pelosi, U.S. Speaker of the House, the third highest ranking person in the U.S. federal government, will be going to Taiwan. Not just visiting Taiwan like as a tourist or whatever, she'll be going on a military transport plane, and I believe it'll be flying off an aircraft carrier nearby, and I think it'll be protected by a U.S. carrier group. This is scary. This is seen as by China, and is meant to be an extreme provocation. China has said they will militarily respond. So as you know, a lot of people know, China, People's Republic of China, sees Taiwan as a breakaway province. The U.S., when the U.S. recognized People's Republic of China, it officially broke recognition of Taiwan, recognized mainland as PRC as the Chinese government, and the U.S. officially signed on to like a one China policy. But the last couple of years, especially under Biden, has been nibbling, aggressively eating away at that. Pompeo, Trump's former Secretary of State, actually recently said, I think about a month ago, he had a weird speech speaking before this like conservative political club, which apparently symbolizes the consensus of the current foreign policy establishments. He said something to the effect of that we have to recognize the independence of Taiwan no matter the consequences. So the consequences will most likely be war with China. This is seen as an extreme provocation. Especially Pelosi visiting Taiwan is an extreme provocation. And China said they will respond by military means. This has happened before in 1997. Newt Gingrich, who was Speaker of the House under Bill Clinton, went to Taiwan. Similar thing, was a provocation. This is more extreme what's going on now. Pelosi and Biden are in the same party. It's kind of understood she's doing this at the behest of the Biden administration. It's like a close to being official government policy. So this is disturbing. It's similar to what happened last December when Ukraine said they were going to join NATO. They had detailed plans for ascension to NATO. They announced this. Russia said, saw this, as John Mearsheimer said, not just a red line, but a bright glowing red line. And they said in December, they will respond by military and other technical means. So there was some flurry of negotiations. The U.S. was the only real decision maker, and it quickly became apparent the U.S. wasn't going to budge an inch. Nope, Ukraine is a sovereign country, and they have the right to join NATO if they want to, which is kind of bullshit, but that's what they said, so Russia responded. And it was predictable. I think it was a provocation. My hunch, we don't know, my hunch is that U.S. imperialism wanted Russia to invade. Ukraine wanted this to happen. The sanctions had the sanctions in mind for a long, long time, and they put them in place. It was believed they would destroy Russia, would collapse the ruble, create a run on the ruble, create a lot of instability. Putin would be overthrown. U.S. could replace him with Juan Guaido. I figured it would be back to the Yeltsin era, and then China would be next. My hunch is what they had in mind. It badly backfired. In fact, it's backfiring on Europe big time. So the neocons are now pivoting towards China. My hunch is what's going on. I don't know what's going to happen. It does seem scary. I have a tendency to overreact to these things. I remember a month or so ago when Lithuania had the blockade of Kaliningrad. I thought that might lead to war between the U.S. and Russia, direct military confrontation. It didn't. It's still going on, but it kind of blew over. So I don't know what's going to happen with the current, with Pelosi visiting Taiwan. It's seen as a provocation, and it's meant as a provocation. Looks like neither side can really back down without losing face. U.S., I don't know. My hunch, maybe at the last minute there'll be some compromise, but I don't know. I think there is a real possibility of direct military confrontation between the U.S. and the People's Republic of China, which would be a catastrophe. Anyway, I have more thoughts on this. My next video, I'll discuss Taiwan, the history, some of the stuff going on, my thoughts on this. This will be the next video. Also, I want to say I had last week. I had a really great interview with a somewhat well-known YouTuber. Great talk, great conversation. Unfortunately, it wasn't recorded. I was using StreamYard for the second time, and I assumed it was recording, and it wasn't. You need a paid edition. I was using the free edition. Also, interestingly, I used to use Zoom to record things. You can't do that. You have a 40-minute limit, and not only that, to record anything, you need the paid edition. They're ramping this up. StreamYard seems like the best service, and I'll switch to that, but you need a recorded version, a paid version, a subscription to be able to do that. I'm recording this, I have an old laptop. I'm recording this on Filmora, which is not bad. So, anyway, okay. Now, this video itself is on dentistry, the interest in dentistry. So, the reason why I'm making this video will be kind of short. I need a root canal. Actually need two root canals. Okay, I've known this for a while. I needed a root canal the last 2 years. I think I had an appointment to have them do it. I'm seeing a dentist right now. Last couple of years, I've been seeing the last couple of years. Really good dentist. I'm really happy. They're expensive, but I don't have dental insurance. I did at times have dental insurance. It didn't pay for much, even when I had it. Didn't really pay for much. I actually don't currently have it. Anyway, I need this root canal done for something over a year and a half. And I scheduled an appointment, but I had to keep putting it off and rescheduling it. Finally, like I said to the dentist, like, I'm sorry, I can't do it right now. I'll call you back when so I canceled the appointment altogether. And I basically put off seeing my dentist. Starting around last spring or maybe late winter, I had mild pain. I do have some mild pain in that area. It's my right front tooth. There's massive tooth decay. Okay, so I put off seeing my dentist for quite a while. I was going to figure out how I'm going to handle this. I just couldn't afford to have the root canal done. And I was in mild pain. So I saw my dentist in for like routine cleaning last week. I kept putting this off, but I saw the dentist for a routine cleaning, or a dental assistant, hygienist did it. So I saw her last week, and I told her about this. She noticed it. I told her about the situation. She was a bit alarmed. She did a bunch of x-rays, and she scheduled an appointment for me to see the dentist, which I did yesterday morning. And my dentist really good. She went over it, and I told her the area, the abscess or the area of decay, it's expanded. Two teeth are necrotic. Their teeth are dead, basically. So I told her, I know I need to have this done. I just can't afford it. I paid property taxes recently. I own my own house, so it's not as good as it sounds. I don't have a landlord breathing down my neck, but on the other hand, I have a lot of other out of town breathing down my neck. I was in arrears for a time, but I took care of property taxes. But I don't have enough money. I don't have the bucks to take care of my teeth. So I'm working part-time right now in the summer. I work in a school district. I'll be working more full-time. I'm also starting a business, a CBD business, selling CBD. I haven't started it yet. I'm working on the website, actually, currently. It's a bit complicated. What I've heard, there's a large market for it, like older, like boomers really are into it. They're the only people in U.S. society today who have money. No one else has any money. Boomers have money, and they've been using, put them on Prozac or all these antidepressants, but they're starting to realize they're not working, they're wearing off, or people are starting to figure out they're not really good for people, and the pharmaceutical industry is pushing this on people. For a while, literally everybody I knew was on Prozac. That fad is kind of wearing off, and people are turning to CBD. It's legal. In most places of the U.S., it's now legal. And there are a whole bunch of claims made about CBD. It cures cancer. I don't believe that. I'm pretty skeptical. But at the very least, it can make people feel calmer, which is what you want to do. And so, anyway, I'm starting a business. Don't have it up yet. No, I'm still working on it. But upshot of it is a few months I should have a better cash flow. Right now I am a bit strapped. Not really bad, but a bit strapped. I'll be okay. So I need to have this dental work done. So I talked over with my dentist, told her the situation. She reduced it. It was like $3,800 to have this done. So that's why I put this off. It cost $3,800. It cost close to $4,000. I talked to her with the dentist. She kind of reduced the price. I'll see what I can do. She got it down to about $2,600, which is good. They were going to put crowns on my teeth. They said they don't have to do that. They can use caps. And they took I don't have dental insurance, but it was Denvantage, which is kind of like dental insurance some dentist uses. It takes a couple $100 off. So I think I got to $2,600. Even that is a bit pricey for me to do right. Maybe in a few months I can do it, 6 7 months. I don't know. But okay, so I've been thinking about Mexico. Some interesting stuff. Having dental work done in Mexico. There's interestingly a large tourism industry, a dental and medical tourism industry. Mexico, right? Also Costa Rica, but Mexico would be closer. There's a border village in Mexico called Los Aljadantes, if I pronouncing it right, Los Aljadantes. Uh, it's on the border of Yuma, New Mexico. Yuma, Arizona. There's a Clint Eastwood movie, 310 to Yuma or something really interesting. Anyway, apparently this village is the main industry overwhelmingly is dentistry. There's zillions, like dozens and dozens, maybe several hundred dentists. They range from like a hole in the wall to really sophisticated dental practices, and huge number of Americans are come there. People from the U.S. come there for dentist work. Apparently, research, I've never been there, but research I've done, you can walk there from Yuma, Arizona, just walk across the border, and there are apparently cheap bars and pubs and clubs here where people can party after they have dental work done. So, people drive there from LA, from Los Angeles. I live outside Portland, Maine, the other side of the country, but I'm good at getting cheap tickets. I'm really good at getting cheap flights. So I figure if I could probably get there. The whole thing for me, dental. Oh, but the thing about Mexico, yeah, it's dental work and medical work in general is vastly cheaper. It's like 1/10 the price. So you can have a root canal done in Mexico for like $300 or $400. Well, in Mexico, it's $3,000 to $4,000, and even more similar stuff for like I will need dental implants. I'm missing a whole bunch of teeth in the back and on the side and everywhere. I don't want to wear dentures. I'd love to have implants. I'm prone to tooth decay. I brush my teeth and take care of my teeth, but I am prone to for years as a little kid. I'm kind of prone to it. One dentist I had years ago kind of explained this to me. I am prone to tooth decay. So I'm missing them. I'd love to have dental implants. They're really expensive, and I'll have to have them done in Mexico. So anyway, for a whole thing whole thing to have the root canal done in Mexico would transportation there back. Maybe I'm guessing between $1,200 and $1,600, something like that. While my dentist doing the same work here would be about $2,600. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I could go either way. I'm still not sure. But what I'm doing is thinking of I'm doing a GoFundMe page, not using GoFundMe. GoFundMe doesn't have a good reputation. Remember the Canadian truckers movement? Whatever you think about it, whether you support them or not, the way the Canadian government handled it was horrific. They actually froze their bank accounts, which is scary. They could do it to them, to protesters they didn't like. They could do it to anybody, to people more on the radical left, that they could do it to anyone. Also, the fact that the people were sending them like funds through GoFundMe, and GoFundMe froze them, like seized the assets, literally wouldn't give it back to them. Eventually they did. They threatened to sue them, and they got a huge amount of bad publicity. So GoFundMe did reimburse some of the contributors. They used another outfit. I forget what it's called, but so I'm using Fundly, Fundly, as a crowdsourcing fundraising thing. I'll have the link below, and I'm using this to get funds to help me. I'm going to contribute a lot myself, but anything would help out. So I'm hoping to have this dentistry work done within the next couple of weeks, or the next couple of months. I feel really yicky about doing this, but this is a fundraising video. Now, Fundly, they do take stuff off it. Let me see how much they will take off it. Fundly has a 4.9% processing fee, a 2.9% credit card fee, and 30% charge for each contribution. So, they're all like that. All the fundraising apps, they do take something off. It's all about the same. So, anyway, Fundly seems to have the best reputation. So, I'll provide the link if anybody could help out. I'd really appreciate it. I'd like to have this, it's potentially hazardous to my health. It is dangerous. The abscess has spread to 2 teeth, and there's a mass of bacteria. I could get antibiotics. Kind of interestingly, one dentist I saw years ago told me about this. Told me about you. Apparently, it's very hard to get prescription antibiotics. I asked the dentist, not my current dentist, a previous dentist about this, about prescription antibiotics. And, it's really, I can't really, legally, it's really difficult for me to write this out for you, but you can get antibiotics at a pet supply store. Seriously, you can't get over-the-counter antibiotics for people, but you can just get it over the counter at a pet store. Say it's for your fish. You can get fish antibiotics, which is the exact same thing as human antibiotics. It's made for fish. Say you have a tropical aquarium, you have tetras or gourami or Siamese fighting fish or something that they're sick. You can just buy it over the counter and use it for yourself. I've done this. Now, one of the odd contradictions of the weird capitalist dystopia we live in, you can get antibiotics that way. Anyway, my current dentist said, I talked everything over with her. She said, if you are in pain, I'll just let me know right away. I'll write you out a prescription for antibiotics. And I thanked her. I very well may do that. I'm in a small amount of pain, no big deal. Any small, low level ache. Here, there's also I need dental work elsewhere as well. But if I can get this abscess taken care of. Oh, well, so there's other stuff I was going to say, but I kind of forget what I was going to say. But anyway, so it was a GoFundMe thing. So I'm hoping to get this dealt with for the next couple of months, and see what happens. And that's about it. And if you enjoy my content, please like and subscribe. This is a shorter video, non-political, shorter video. And I feel a bit yicky about this, but that's where I'm at. And thank you.